Welcome back. Welcome back.
Here you go on this again.
Because I didn't even, I forgot I had on the queen. Welcome back to another episode of Purse First, still the only podcast about the girls and gays who rap. I am the rap uncle, Prince Pierre, aka Soft Daddy.
And I am Sesali, also known as Bad Fat Black Girl.
I seen a picture of you. Damn, who were you with? But yeah, you was naked and you had on your little dress.
I was naked. Oh my God, guys. Okay, so it's like a conference for Black women in like fashion, media, tech, like beauty. And it was started by this girl, my friend Nana. We used to all work at Refinery 29 together. And Nana started this conference. And it is just so amazing to see how it has grown. Sierra was the keynote speaker. But yeah, yes. Sierra was the keynote speaker. The lineup was like full of like the top YouTube influencers, like the CEOs of all these beauty brands were on the panels. Like, yeah, it's really grown into like a very, very impressive. Shea Moisture was one of the sponsors. I think Vaseline was one of the sponsors. Like our swag bags that we got. Oh, baby, the products was going crazy. So shout out to Nana.
Shout out to
It was a really dope weekend. Yeah, I love her. And then I went to a lesbian party, of course.
Yeah, I saw your picture and I was just like, you know, girls are very different. Cecily recorded last week episode like this, and then I click on her story and she is like that, and I'm like,
I got my hair done because I'm going.
What happened in 2 hours?
Because at the time that you guys are listening to or watching this episode, I am actually in Ibiza. So I had to get some vacation hair so that I can get into water and do all the things that I need to do. Yeah, that's what I'm up to. What have you been doing? I saw you did some traveling as well, Pierre. So you were in Orlando recently. How was that?
Orlando with my YN. We'll be calling him the YN this season.
It's a different nigga for Pierre every season, child. Who was it? The last season it was NY for New York, boo.
Okay, it was.
But now we've reversed that. Now it's YN.
We go flip it. This season it's YN. Me and the YN went to Disney World for the first time. It was my first time at Disney World. It was amazing. Y'all know I get all Disney tickets for free. Please do not hit me up for a refund. What is it called? Discounts and stuff. But yeah, it was amazing.
Damn, that's how you doing to people?
We went to Epic Universe to see Harry Potter and stuff. I got me a new wand. Yeah, I just had an amazing time.
I'm very happy to see that. I'm very happy to hear that. Well, anyway, guys, make sure that if you are listening to this on a regular podcast platform like Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, just a friendly reminder, we are also on YouTube. So if you would like to see what I look like, what Pierre looks like, you can head over and watch this episode on YouTube. That will be minus the Ask Last section, which of course is reserved for the patrons. They're also getting bonus content. We had a conversation about imaginary players for our bonus content last week. We will be doing some bonus content this week as well. It's only $5 a month. Honestly, like it's cheaper than McDonald's at this point. So yeah, fuck with us on YouTube, fuck with us on Patreon. Make sure you are reviewing and rating this podcast. The 5-star ratings go a long way. The reviews go a long way. And also you can follow us at Purse First Show on Instagram.
Yes.
So, moving right along, this is going to be quite an efficient episode, I would like to say. All right, let's get into one drop. This is talking about like some music that has come out. And I have to say, this week was definitely like for the R&B girlies. Like Tiana Taylor dropped a new album. Apparently that album like went #1 on the chart, on like the Apple charts or something like that. Mariah the Scientist also dropped a project, and Sierra dropped an album as well. And I'm only bringing up these R&B albums because I was really surprised that there were not any rap girl features on these albums except on Sierra's. She had Lotto on this song called This Right Here, which I personally hate, and also Winning, which I also unfortunately hate.
And Frida. What do we
and Big
Frida?
Big Frida is definitely a queer hip hop artist. It's not straightforward rap, but Big Frida is definitely
music. You know, that's a whole
genre, but
know?
That's hip hop too. So I feel like it's still worth mentioning.
Okay.
And so yeah, like I feel like
shout out to Frida. We'll talk.
Shout out to Frida. Yeah. So
do you know Sierra I think, album? Okay, so I think it came out already, and then she re-released it with more tracks.
I think it was started off as an EP, and then she added more tracks, and then
correct.
it was, and then now it's an album.
That is 100% correct.
Yeah, it's called CC. I kind of feel like Sierra has always been. I've never been like, well, that's a lie. After Evolution of Sierra, those albums after that kind of was iffy for me. I feel like she makes like kids bop music.
But okay, so I was at game night. Shout out to James. He threw game night and he played when everybody's album came out, he just played all of this. Every album you got on here, he played it while we were at game night. And this exact conversation came up, and I honestly want to know, what do people expect from Sierra? First of all, Sierra to me makes music as a hobby versus a purpose or like to achieve anything. Sierra is very happily with her 12 kids and her rich husband and being one of the most beautiful black women I have ever seen in my life. I think she's very comfortable with that. And I think since music is her passion, every now and then she just gets in the fucking studio and just make music. But not like, I don't expect it to be. Yeah, her album was what I expected her album to be.
Yeah, not good. And so
Sesali.
I mean, like, it's just like I just feel like a lot of Sierra's early success was from like the producers and stuff that she worked with, the Jazzy Fays, the Missy Elliott's, the Pharrells. Like,
and Sierra,
I
think she came out in a time where we was dancing, and Sierra wasn't dancing because we still 1-2 step.
And I feel like she's still trying to capture that moment, but I'm like, girl, just go to the side, girl. Like, start making them dance records and be the queen of Europe like Kelly Rowland. Like, go all the way. Like that, Sierra will be a global superstar if she really just leaned into making actual dance music instead of trying to make,
Sierra
upbeat, boppy,
kill music
because she can dance too. Like, oh my God, she would be a billionaire tomorrow.
Sierra, call us. Sierra would kill on some music.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I never.
And they don't require much vocals. She would eat that up. But shout out to Sierra for being, the only one of the R&B girls who had some rap girls on there. And the only reason I brought that up is because again, I think it speaks to kind of where the genre is right now, the waning interest. And I do just want to remind folks of a prior episode where I did predict that this was going to happen. And I felt like female rap was going to become a specific like underground kind of genre where you really just have to like, you have your favorites, who you know, and like you support those people and like let them cook. Like I think this moment where female rap was like this really mainstream subset and where those artists were able to really capture like these global stages. I just think that moment has kind of passed. And I was definitely noticing that when I didn't see many rap features on these albums. We got a new song from Flo Milli also that I want to talk about real quick. And I actually would like for us to listen to it really quick and then talk about it. Okay, guys, we just finished listening to Flo Milli's new song featuring Coop, Perfect Person. Pierre did not make it through the end of the song. Friend, would you like to share your thoughts on that song?
I didn't like it.
Why?
Where do we know Coop from?
Coop, I ain't never need a nigga for a goddamn thing.
Okay.
Need a nigga from. I'm pretty sure that's who that is. Let me hold on before because y'all know I get the line. One moment, please.
Because I feel like I remember this name. I just don't know where we know her from. We talk about a lot of women and gays in rap on this show, y'all. So
I was actually lying. That is not who was on Never Need a Nigga for a goddamn thing. Hold on. Let me figure out where we know Coop from. She is a part of Coop is a part of a collective of like rappers who do that like real soft, like,
okay, yeah.
Never need a nigga for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, wait, where's the bitch at?
So maybe I'm just confusing her for somebody else because she has that soft Bia type of, yeah.
And you just don't like that?
No, she was actually better than Flo Milli. They did not mesh well. I could tell they recorded the song separately. And I think Flo Milli is better than this. And this is why I want y'all to stop having kids by these niggas. Because when Sesali said, let's listen to it, I asked, did she have her baby yet? Sesali told me, yeah. And I was like, she gonna start rapping about hating these niggas and hating her baby daddy. And as soon as you press play, it starts off with, fuck my baby daddy, I hate.
Well, to be fair, I think Flo Milli was always rapping about how she can't stand niggas. I mean, to be fair.
Go, Sesali.
Can I just share my positive thoughts? Can I just share my positive thoughts?
Please.
I think that the fact that they chose this sample, that who is the original artist of I'm Not a it's like a soft rock song, like a very popular one. Hold on. It's the Hoopa Stank. The Reason. It's like a early 2000s, 90s type song. But anyway, I do feel like Flo Milli's ear, like when I hear the music that Flo Milli chooses to make, I do actually think that Flo Milli has a wider range of taste in music that I just don't feel like is executed well, because I don't think that Flo Milli has developed as an artist. Y'all might remember this when we had the episode about, I think, did we ever do the colorism episode? Or maybe we just talked about colorism with Flo Milli, and I was saying how I felt. Yeah, and I feel like there is something about how Flo Milli shows up creatively that has always been interesting to me. Again, I think the strongest work was when she did like the video for Weak and the video for, that bitch, like, and also, again, just her ear for music, the fact that she can sing a little bit. But I just felt like,
would you compare it
as
to
Flo Milli I just
Doja?
feel like Flo Milli wants to just be like the rest of the girls. And it's like, no, but you're not like the rest of the girls. So stop trying to market yourself like you one of the rest of the girls when, like, we turn your music on and it don't sound like you the rest of the girls. Like, Flo Milli, bitch, it's time for you to get a mullet. It's time for you to get, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's time for you to, no, like, be different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want her to really kind of lean into it. And I feel like sometimes that's why it falls flat. I actually kind of liked it.
What? Sesali, you don't even listen to this type of music. What are you talking about?
I just thought, like, it's not something that I would ever intentionally put on, but if it was on in the background, I could do some work to it.
You will never play this song ever again in your life, Sesali. You will never be in any situation where you would say put this on. Ever. I know you.
Okay, fine. Doja Cat is back. Doja Cat is back, fine. No, because Pierre not finna bully me. He not finna pick on me.
Doja Cat is back in her pop bag.
In her pop bag, she said, I just had to pop out and show you bitches I could rap. And now I need a couple dollars. It's been a while. I'm going to do that. This shit debuted at like number 14.
Yes.
Apparently, that's like one of her strongest solo debuts on Spotify. That was a Spotify chart thing.
Right.
One thing about Doja Cat, y'all, if we want to talk about somebody who does the numbers, who does the creativity, who does it all, baby, it's Doja Cat. Doja Cat's fan base is locked in. Like Doja Cat just like does not flop, honestly. And I would say she's second to Nicki on that. I'm sorry, in terms of the rap girls. Like, because even we're seeing now that even Cardi is dropping some stuff that's kind of like, baby, Doja does not flop. She dropped the video and the song for Jealous Type is very Doja coded. It's, she's in her bag. I will say it feels a little familiar. Like, this song definitely sounds like a Doja song that I've heard before, a Doja video that I've seen before.
Doja. We're back to Doja. And I'm trying to say this. I don't want people to think I'm saying she's not. But I think Doja is projected to be like a huge, I think she's gonna eventually be like this huge, what I always thought Nicki was. Now Nicki is the queen of rap, but to me Nicki isn't like that Beyonce level rap girly. And I think Doja is definitely headed down this path where people are going to be fainting at her show listening to her rap. The girl is just racist. I mean, the girl is just amazing.
Pierre, please.
I will never let people forget that she was in them chat rooms calling us monkeys.
Pierre.
I will never let us forget that. Never. I will never let us forget that. Because she didn't forget it. Her boyfriend is still
still together.
Okay, that's good, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I really like her. I feel like she's the only person that got rid of these problematic niggas.
Yeah, I can't confirm or deny that. I'll look it up and then I'll report back and ask last Patreon. But I will say, I am going to just say right now, Doja Cat is just my problematic fave because I'm a stick beside her. I love Doja Cat. Yeah. I love Doja.
One of the things
always have.
One of the things we didn't mention last week is Doja has a new album coming out.
She announced the album?
Yeah, September 20. Y'all, we gonna get better with telling y'all the dates of these albums. We be like, yeah, it's coming out. It's coming out.
Look it up here. What? Look it up.
September 26th, she has a new album called what? How do you pronounce VIE? I don't know if it's Vi or V.
Ciao.
It may be Vi like pie or. Yeah, she has a new album coming out September 26th, and I'm excited for it. So here's the thing. We got Cardi B album coming out 1 week. A week later, we have Doja Cat album coming out. And then first, we got Taylor Swift, who I'm excited about. Don't tell nobody. So.
Pierre, go to hell. Truly. Because the way you just tried to sneak that in there, first.
I think she might have some rap girlies on it. I'm on Reddit, y'all, and somebody is naming all the people that's releasing music. They sent Taylor, Sabrina, Doja, Mariah, all these other people. So, yeah. We got some music coming out, y'all. Let's see if the rap girlies have been collabing. Because I honestly feel like if you don't call Nicki, Meg, and Cardi and Doja.
Or Lotto.
Nicki, Cardi,
Pierre, you know
Megan,
them pop
and
girls.
Doja.
You know them pop girls was liking to call Doja Cat. I mean, Lotto. You know them pop girls love to call Lotto for a little feature. Don't do Lotto like that. Mariah.
I was just gonna say, but I don't want to shade them people. Yeah, only the people that
I think she got something with J-Lo. Lizzo. She toured with Lizzo.
Okay. Or Lotto, y'all. Or Lotto. And hopefully Cardi isn't pregnant so that we can see like these performances. We got the VMAs coming out, and all of these girls have albums. You got Doja and Cardi releasing albums in a few weeks, and the VMAs is coming up. Like hashtag bring back rollouts. I still haven't seen a decent rollout since I like JT's.
Yeah. Shout out to JT for that. That was an amazing rollout. I'm so sorry. That was an amazing rollout.
They have a new Grammy for album cover. If y'all would have had this motherfucking Grammy while my girl was in the middle of her Cinderella stuff, my girl would have had a Grammy. I have not seen an album cover like JT's yet.
Yeah.
That was so cold.
Yeah. And the cohesiveness, like it became a through line, like the black backdrops with the glass, like it all just fit the aesthetic. Like there was just so much cohesion with everything that JT was doing that I just think it's just such a lost art. Like, last week when we were talking about albums and projects that had been released since we had broke from last season, I did not mention that I went to see my bisexual king, Tyler the Creator, on his Chromacopia tour. It was amazing, per usual. Lil Yachty was one of the openers, and some other little boys called Paris, Texas. Yes. And in the middle of Tyler the Creator's tour, he dropped another album called Don't Tap the Glass, which is like if y'all will go back and listen to our review of Chromacopia, we talked about, the themes of that album. It was just a way more serious, and like, he was really trying to process his life as an artist and, as a famous person, and kind of the struggles with relationships and mental health that brought. And I could tell, and and listened to interviews with him talking about Don't Tap the Glass, where he really kind of just wanted to shake a lot of that loose and just have fun. And I just love him so much. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't think that Tyler, the Creator, misses. I know that his music is not for everyone, especially top 40 hood rats like Pierre. But, for the people who are into that type of thing like me, like, he is just masterful at what he does. Like,
you made me listen to his last album, and I told you I was at the gym and it was going off.
Yeah.
And he just recently did an interview that made me say, I may kind of like him. You know, I've never really been a fan of those those black boys who just seem like they always hang with white boys, right? But as I'm getting to know him more, I think that he may not be what I think he is, even though he definitely is.
You know what I actually think, Pierre?
What?
I think that he fucks with white boys, but I think he only fucks with black women.
Okay, I don't know how I feel about that. Is that better? I don't know.
I kind of think so.
Because he likes black women. Okay, if he likes black women,
he has a line.
A little bit more point. Okay.
He has a line on.
Girl, he's talking about the white boys on the album.
What he says, there's a line where he says, I like dark-skinned bitches like my mama, and I like light-skinned bitches like my daddy. So I think he literally, I swear to God, I swear to God. Yeah. So I think that that's the tea. Like, I think that he fucks with niggas. He like them light, and with women, he like them black.
I'm going to have to sit with that because I'm so lost in my thinking. I don't know.
But it's such a hard line. And that's like one of them lines like, fuck your pronouns, I'm that nigga and that bitch. Like, I just, he's so provocative. He gets the people going. I love him. Daddy, I love him. Somebody had DM me when I had posted from my story at the concert, and they was like, that nigga dance like Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing. I was like, Daddy, I love him. I was like, Daddy, I love him. That's literally how I feel. Nobody puts me in the corner.
I need to get into him, Sesali. That's gonna be my goal this year. I'm gonna get into him. He just released is that his concert? The Camp what is it? Camp Snodgrass?
Yeah, what is it called, baby?
Camp Snodgrass or some Snoggerah. What is it, Sesali? What is it? He just released and the lineup is cool.
Pierre, please. It's called Camp Floganaw. He's been doing Camp Floganaw for like a decade, Pierre.
He has some...
you should go.
He has some female rappers. He has Glorilla, and I think this is a lie. Maybe Meg Thee Stallion. I know it's 2 female rappers that I saw, and I was like, oh, I should go. But I know for certain it's Glorilla, and it may be Meg or somebody. But yeah.
They're probably going to do Sticky together.
I thought they was beefing. Okay, let's get into the headlines.
No. I'm saying Tyler and Glorilla are going to do Sticky. It's getting sticky.
I thought she was talking about Meg and Glorilla.
Oh my God. That's also something we didn't talk about last week. That Glorilla and Megan's. Okay, we're going to put this in Ass Last for today. Y'all, Ass Last, we got to talk about the alleged beef going on right now between Glorilla and Megan. It just makes me so sad. But I'm going to save it for Ass Last because I definitely have thoughts. I'm going to save it for Ass Last.
Yes. Okay, so let's get into the headlines. This week, a lot has been popping up. Cardi, y'all know we talked about Imaginary Players last week. It is a sample of Jay-Z, and it is probably one of my favorite Cardi B songs. I told y'all it solidified her as a rapper to me. She may have been a rapper to y'all, but the beef I had with Cardi in rapping. But this Imaginary Players is lyrically one of the best songs Cardi has done, and it has not been performing well. However, it is a sample of Jay-Z's song, and it has increased the original Jay-Z song like a 300% boost in his stream.
Yeah. The song Imaginary Players, the original by Jay-Z, got a 300% boost in streams, according to Spotify, since Cardi made her song.
And hers ain't did nothing. It's off the chart already. Like, it went wood.
Was Nicki Minaj tweeting about this?
I don't know.
Since Nicki is all invested in what Jay-Z got going on. Okay.
Don't do that to Onika Tanya Mirage.
Okay. I see you got the little shirt on today. I see you got your Maid t-shirt on today. Hey, Maid.
I'm repping the queen of rap.
Wait, Pierre, do you know what I saw literally just today? Go on the Shade Room. It's a video of Jocelyn and Shamar. Like, turned, I don't know where they at. Where, like, Jocelyn is, like, twerking on Shamar. And Fendi the rapper, because Fendi the rapper and,
they had
and
a
Shamar
show.
are performing Clock That Tea.
Correct. Shamar and
And
Fendi
Jocelyn
is
on up there with them, shaking ass on Shamar.
Okay. Right. I seen the performance with Fendi and Shamar doing Clock That Tea. I made a joke the last week. Shamar was out and he was dressed up and he was looking nice. And I wrote on the Shade Room, I said, hear me out.
Pierre, purse first. Because I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you today.
Bring them checks over here, Shamar. Quit playing with me. Clock That Tea. Shamar, keep a man. Fuck is y'all talking about? Shamar ain't never been single. Ever. Okay.
Purse first.
On a serious note, we got to talk about Montero, Lil Nas X.
We were just talking about him last week. Like I was just speaking about how we needed justice for Lil Nas X because of how he had been blackballed and what was kind of going on with his music and his career. Like,
so y'all know TMZ reported and they show videos of him being arrested and basically hospitalized after walking these streets of LA, rapping, singing, all that other stuff. Somebody driving by was recording him, and I guess they sent the videos to TMZ. People saw him. When the police came, they called the police. When the police came, he allegedly charged at the police, and he was charged with battery against a police officer, hospitalized for what people are saying allegedly he may have been overdosed. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at a tweet I saw because somebody said, I remember back in the days, overdose meant, yeah.
Yeah.
But, and what's crazy is they released another video. So the video that they released at first was him in his underwear. He had on like the tighty whities and he was saying, come to the party, you know, blah, blah, blah. And now they just released another video yesterday where he is completely naked. And he is rapping, not to make this about the queen of rap, he is rapping Monster by Onika Tanya Mirage. And they are recording him and he's saying, K4 verse, no album, dick out, booty out, balls out, 50K for a verse, no album out, yet the money so tall that the Barbies got to climb it. So people were like, yeah, it's definitely drugs. So, past guest of the show, Justin J, King of Reeds. Well, King of Reeds reached out to me and was just like, prayers to Lil Nas X. I really wish he had friends like you in his circle. Like, and what's so crazy about Lil Nas X being one of the biggest queer rappers is I do not know him personally. I do not know Santana personally. I only know Kid Ken and like passing. He was a guest of the show and we're from Chicago. But the queer rappers that are out, I do not know them. Like the big ones, I do not know them personally. And Justin really brought that to my attention. He was like, you've always done so well. Like it would be great for you to like be talking to these people. And I'm like, I don't know these people. So, yeah, prayers to Montero.
So, I did not see the second video with the no clothes on at all. I don't really think I want to. But I will say, so also at the time of this recording, I also think he's still in jail because this just happened and I think he had to stay in jail over the weekend to see a judge on Monday. And I think the charge that they actually end up hitting him with was just like obstruction. I think they ended up like
dropping,
not doing the battery charge and doing like obstruction to an officer. So I think it'll be a very minor charge. And basically he was hospitalized for I think maybe a day or two. And once he was released, that's when he was arrested. And I think he might still be in custody until Monday when he can see a judge. Now, here's what I will say about the first video that I did see of him walking just in the underwear and the tighty whities. To me, he did not actually, like, knowing what we know about Lil Nas X and just what we've seen of him thus far, he didn't necessarily seem high or out of sorts to me. He seemed like he was just kind of his normal extra self. Now, obviously, that's not to say that this isn't someone who deals with mental health issues that already existed, and that it could be that we've already seen like maybe manic episodes from Lil Nas X, and we just didn't know enough to know that is what was happening. But when I first saw it, I was like, this kind of just seemed like Montero being extra, and like his PR team is spinning it like he was having a mental health episode. We're gonna send him to the hospital, get him the help he needs, and like, you know, because that is a privilege that, you know, resourced individuals have. It was when I heard that during the arrest that he allegedly like charged at the officer that I was like, oh, okay, something is wrong. Something is going on, because that's just not something that Black people do.
We do
not.
No tea, no Had drunk. We do not.
Yeah, baby, we sober up. We sober up when them berries and cherries show up. You know, that was when I was really like, okay. But Pierre, you posted, when this originally happened, you posted on your stories, prayers up for Lil Nas X, because like this industry can be brutal. And I did kind of want you to speak more to that, about what you think, you know, is kind of going on with him right now.
So let me just backtrack. The day before Lil Nas X was arrested, he got online, right? He got online and he started posting things, and I instantly knew, as someone who is very familiar with I'm just used to seeing people normal and then seeing them erratic in LA, and I always just go to drugs, mental health. I always go to that because I've seen it so much. He started leaking his tracks, right? The reason I knew it was leakage, because it was already a Thursday night, right? And he was posting pictures with original audio of unreleased music on his page. So a lot of people thought he was putting out new music. I knew instantly he was leaking these songs. He was putting full songs on his page. No artist is doing that, because that is money. You're basically throwing away thousands of dollars. He released the song with Santana, him and Santana, and in Sexy Red. He released 2 more songs. And on top of that, while he was leaking these songs, he was posting these pictures. And you know, everybody thinks Montero, well, everyone knows Lil Nas X is like, he's very extra. He's embracing his feminine side. And he was just posting these pictures of him in like skirts and dresses. And like, to me, they were weird pictures. And I was like, something is going on, right? It was very much Wanda off Holiday Heart. It was like, for real. It wasn't just like this Montero in a skirt. It's like
Pierre. Why would you say that?
It very much was. I'm like, he has one where he's in all this leather and he's posing like very weird. So I was like, okay, he's not well. Like, and this comes from him not being on social media for months.
Yeah.
So out of nowhere, he comes back. He's posting these weird pictures. He has a picture up there of some boy eating his lady's behind. And that's where he released the Santana song. So everybody is like, Lil Nas X is up to his normal, you know, trolling. And I'm looking like, no, something wrong with Lil Baby.
Because there is no rhyme or reason to it. There's no strategy. It's chaotic.
And I was trying to tell people,
it's back to back.
When I posted prayers for Lil Nas X, I got so many responses from people saying it's a stunt. And I had to let them know. For what? I said, getting hospitalized for drug overdose does not make people buy your music. No. Charging at the police does not make people buy your music. None of this stuff is making us say, let's go buy Lil Nas X music. That's how I know it's not a stunt. I said, on top of that, it is Friday morning. The songs would have been out. Whatever he is selling, they would have been out today.
Yeah.
They would have been out. So I knew instantly, this isn't a stunt. This is real life. I mean, there are some people that still think it's a stunt, which I try not to blame them, because Lil Nas X is a stunt queen. But this is not.
Well, and what I honestly think is that, and is it that Lil Nas X is a stunt queen? And going back to what I said earlier, is it that we have actually always been seeing the manifestation of whatever Lil Nas X is going through, and we've just interpreted it as Lil Nas X is being a stunt queen. Apparently Lil Nas X like moved to New York. He fired his entire team.
I was gonna bring that up.
And moved to New York to like, but apparently I guess maybe he's back in LA now. I think that there are a lot of things that have been pointing towards Lil Nas X not necessarily being well for a very long time. We just called it something else and we just thought that it was something else. And obviously like that's no one's fault. Like we don't know what's going on until we know what's going on. We don't have the information until we have the information. But just getting this context, it does feel like maybe this was just kind of like the episode that kind of got the language that we needed for it. And the reason I wanted you to elaborate is because like I do think that there is something there around like the toll that an industry like this has, even when you're doing well in your career. We see it all the time. Like artists, I think it was just Doechii last week canceled like 3 of her shows without explanation, like just really like just needed some time. So like even when you're at the top of your game, this industry is stressful. Imagine what happens to an artist like Lil Nas X, who experiences so much backlash because of his sexuality and how he chooses to embrace and express that sexuality to the rest of the world. Like, y'all, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't care how many prides and how many rainbows y'all see. Like, we still do not live in a world where queer people, and especially Black men who are queer, are unaffected by homophobia. And it's getting worse because like we talked about first episode, we're only getting more conservative as a country. So like to think that that is just rolling off his back and that has not been affecting him for the past year and a half, that he could have this huge successful album, this huge successful tour, and then just nothing, you know.
One of the things I never want people to forget is a lot of people come in this industry and get very successful while they are very, very young. And a lot of Black people come from, like, Montero came from a family that was in some way dysfunctional, right? He always talked about, I think he stayed with his sister or somebody. He got kicked out and then, like, so a lot of people don't have anybody. And none of this fame, nobody has, it's not like a job where, you know, at the end of the year, you go get promoted. A lot of this just comes. And that is hard. This industry is not, you know, especially when you get these white people around you and they just feed you drugs and they leave you. I had this conversation online. That's typically what they do. And a lot of people think, a lot of times you can think people are for you, but you have to keep being successful. Like these people have to move on to the next successful thing. If you are not, because they need income. So they're around you and they're boosting you up because you are their check. Once that drops, they have to go on to the next thing. And that leaves you like even just seeing Lil Nas X being recorded alone
by himself. And that's also like, that was also the thing. Like no one thought, like he asked that person multiple times to stop recording him. Like multiple times. Like
who drove him there? Where is his, like, he was alone. And I can't even, like, I'm trying to put myself in that place. Like, I know for a fact TT live up the street. I know he pulling up and putting me in the back of the car. I know my circle is around, you know, and I know where Lil Nas X lives. So nobody over there is, like, calling people like, y'all, Montero is out here on Ventura Boulevard. If y'all don't go get his ass, like he was out there for a while to perform 6 songs and transition.
Now he did a full set list.
He did.
Okay. Can I just say, he was eating down quiet as cat, baby. He pussied that walk.
The bitch is bad.
The Pilates has been doing what it's supposed to do. He was hitting some little 5, 6, 7, 8s.
Azalea,
some spins and dips.
Azalea Banks,
I know damn well you ain't finna tell me some shit Azalea Banks said about this. What did Azalea Banks have to say about all this beer?
On the comment and say, y'all can say what y'all want about my bitch. Her panties clean, pussy clean.
It was not a stain on them tighty whities. Do you hear me? The boots was freshly white, and the drawers was freshly white.
She said, my bitch booty clean. He was doing, you know, drops and stuff. Anything that was stained underwear clean.
And was.
I'm just really praying for him. I would love to contact him and just to see where his head is at, and just to let him know, like, fuck these people, fuck this industry. Don't let this industry kill you. Take your little millions of dollars that you got.
Cause I was about to say, I feel like he had to have made a little bit of coin where he could really step aside.
Find ways to make that money make money so that you don't have to owe these label stuff. I know the advances they gave you, and you probably thinking, shit, I got to pay them. Come out with some queer stuff, a lube, a popper brand.
Shit, make a mold of your dick and sell that.
Some underwear now. This is the perfect time to sell white underwear, bitch. And live your life. Find you a white boy. Because I know that's on the way. Find you a white boy. Get into acting. Go into Broadway. And live your life, Lil Nas.
Yeah. So thoughts. We are definitely thinking of Lil Nas X. Also, apparently what I learned when I was like kind of looking into this, Dream Boy was just like an EP teaser. Apparently the album is going to be called Dream Boy. And it's not out yet. Also, he's going by Queen Madeline. Queen Madeline on Instagram. Yeah, it's a lot going on over there. We definitely will be kind of following this. And like,
he's a fan of Nicki Minaj.
Okay, all right.
Let's look like they got the same dealer at this point.
Pierre and I are very unserious people, but we are taking this very, very seriously. So even with our little jokey jokes and stuff, just know that. Now, let's talk about ass last, because child, Glorilla got herself an NBA player, and we also have to talk about something that we missed last week, which was that and over the time we was not recording, apparently Meg and Glorilla also fell out. This was a huge something, yeah, because some niggas really shouldn't leave their man around you. You know, some would say, I guess that's how you know. Anyway,
leave your man at home.
Please leave your man at home. And that is our final thoughts on that. Guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Purse First. Please tap in with us on Patreon to hear that little tidbit. Make sure again that you are giving us 5-star ratings, writing us reviews. You can follow me on social media at Bad Fat Black Girl. You can follow Pierre on social media at Prince Charming P. And of course, you can follow the show at Purse First Show. Also, we have not been telling y'all how y'all can reach out to us. Y'all can send us an email at pursefirstshow@gmail.com. We also have a website, pursefirstshow.com. If y'all ever want to, just, find everything in one place. But yeah, if y'all have questions, thoughts, comments, hit us up, pursefirstshow@gmail.com. We would love to hear your thoughts. And with that, we holla.